Hi, I'm Johnny with Balloon Animals Palm Beach, and today I'm going to show you how to make the bicycle balloon from the movie The Wedding Crashers. I have a lot to say about this and some other options for the design, etc., which I'll save till the end of the video so we can jump in right now. You will need 4 red 260s, 3 black 260s, and 12 white 260s. So grab your red 260 and inflate it so you have about a 4 or 5 finger tail. Make a pinch twist. Make a second pinch twist. So now you have 2 pinch twists right at the end there. Now you're going to make a 16 finger bubble for 8, 12, 16. Make a pinch twist. Make a 6 finger bubble. Make a pinch twist. Make a 6 finger bubble, same size as this one. Now you're going to wrap that 6 finger bubble into this pinch twist here. So this is where you started. You came up and made this loop up here with the pinch twist at the top. So now you have this part of the balloon left. You want to make another 16 finger bubble, same size as this one. And then you just twist that into the 2 pinch twists that you started with. So this is what you should have so far. This is going to be where the handlebars go. The tire is going to go through here. Grab your next red 260 and inflate it so you have about a 4 finger tail. Okay, make a 6 finger bubble. Make 2 pinch twists. This is going to be where the seat goes. Make a 16 finger bubble, 4, 8, 12, 16. Make 2 pinch twists. Make a 16 finger bubble, same size as this one. Okay, so this is what you should have with this balloon. You get 2 of these now. These are both kind of like the spokes coming down. This is where the seat goes. This one's got the handlebars. Grab your next red 260 and inflate it so you have a 4 finger tail. Take the nozzle. Grab the balloon you just made. Remember, this is where the handlebars are going to go. So you want to take the nozzle and wrap it into the pinch twist right underneath where the handlebars are. Make a 20 finger bubble. Right at the base, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make a pinch twist. Now you're going to make a 12 finger bubble. 1, 2, 3. You want to take this and wrap it into the 2 pinch twist at the bottom here. Get rid of the extra, tie that off. Okay, so this is our bike frame so far. Grab your last red 260 and inflate it so you have about a 6 finger tail. I'm going to take the nozzle. This is the front of the bike where the handlebars go. See this single bubble sticking up? That's where the seat goes. So right here is where you want to twist the nozzle in. You want to just let the balloon kind of curve on its own. And you're going to wrap it into the 2 pinch twists at the base of this seat stand here. So ultimately, you're probably going to want to make a 24 finger bubble, starting at the base of your balloon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just wrap that into these 2 pinch twists. Get rid of the extra, tie that off. You just rotate everything and adjust it to get this shape here. And then I always give this a little bit of a curve. So now we're ready to add the pedals and the tire. Grab your black 260 and inflate it so you have about a 5 or 6 finger tail. Make a 1 finger bubble. Make a 1 finger bubble. Make a small 3 or 4 finger loop. This one's 4 fingers. Make a 4 finger loop. Pull the bubble through the loop to lock that into place. Now make a 6 finger bubble. You're going to take this twist here. You're going to wrap it into this pinch twist here. So here's the handlebars, here's the seat. This is the spokes for the front tire, so it's this part right here is where you're going to wrap your black balloon in. So you got a pedal coming out one side, and the balloon that's not twisted yet is coming out the opposite side. Starting from the base of that, make a 6 finger bubble. Same size as this one. Make a 4 finger loop. Same size as this one. Make a 1 finger bubble, same size as this one. Get rid of this. You're going to save this for the seat. So I tie that off, tuck it under my arm, tie this bubble off. And then just like you did with this pedal, you want to take this 1 finger bubble and just push it through the loop to the opposite side. That locks that loop into place. So those are your pedals. Now we're going to make the seat. So just make a 1 finger bubble. Make a 6, 7 finger loop. Make another bubble, twist those 2 bubbles together. So that's your seat. And now you're just going to take this nozzle here. You're going to pull it in between this loop. Up and wrap it into those 2 black bubbles. This way, the seat is tucked onto this red bubble here. So it's got a little bit of a slant down. That's your seat. Here's what you have so far. Now let's make the tires. Grab your black 260 and inflate it so you have a 1 or 2 finger tail. Give it a squish. Make a pinch twist. Now you just really want to squish it, and I give it a little bit of a stretch by pulling it. Make a second pinch twist. Make a second pinch twist. So we have 2 pinch twists, and you want to take your bicycle. These are the front spokes. This will be where the handlebars go. There's the seat. So these 2 front spokes is what you want to push your black balloon through. And now you can grab this little tiny nipple, this little tail at the end, and wrap it into these 2 black pinch twists to make the tire. And give it a little bit of shape, so this is your front tire. Let's make the back tire. Grab your black 260 and inflate it so you have about a 2 finger tail. Give it a squish. Stretch it out. Okay, make a pinch twist. Make a second pinch twist. Grab your bike. These are the back spokes. So you're going to just push your black balloon in between those 2 bubbles there. And now you're going to grab the little tail at the end and wrap that into the 2 black pinch twists that you started with. Kind of shape your balloon. All right, so you're almost... Okay, now we're going to add the handlebars and the spokes. Grab your white 260 and inflate it so you have about a 6 or 7 finger tail. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're going to take this twist. You're going to twist it into this red pinch twist here at the top. Rotate the balloons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get rid of this extra. You're going to save this. We're going to use it for part of one of the spokes. Tie this one off. And now you can curve these by bending them. So there's your handlebars and your bike so far. Grab your next white and starting with the end that does not have a hole, you want to wrap that. We'll start with the back tire. You want to wrap this into the 2 red pinch twists. Pull it out. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just... I usually leave the 2 black pinch twists. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. So this is the top of the wheel, this is the bottom of the wheel, so I leave the pinch twist in the middle of one of the sides. Doesn't matter if it's this side or the back side or the front side, I just leave it in the middle of the side. So I take the first spoke and I usually go down to the bottom center of the tire. And I just wrap it around the black balloon and tie a square knot. So that's the first spoke. Grab your next white 260, starting with the tail end, wrap it into the same red pinch twist that you just started with your other spoke. This time what we're going to do is we're going to go to the opposite side. See, here's my 2 pinch twists. I'm going to go to the opposite side of my 2 pinch twists. I'm going to pull it around the black balloon and tie a knot. And I'm going to pull it tight enough that it shapes the tire a little bit, makes it a little more round. Grab your next white 260, starting with the tail end, wrap into the 2 red pinch twists. Now this one, we're going to go out to the 2 black pinch twists here. And we're going to be pulling this kind of tight because it makes that round, the shape more round. So, see, I have quite a bit of extra tail here. If I don't stretch it, it's about 8 fingers. Oops. I don't want it too tight because it will completely change the shape of the tail, but I do want it to be pretty tight. Cut off the extra. We're going to save this, tie it to the other scrap that was left over from the handlebars. I just tied 2 of the ends together. I'll explain why tying these 2 together doesn't matter in a minute. So this is our tire so far. So we just want to add 3 more spokes. Same way we did the others. Starting with the tail end, wrap into the 2 red pinch twists. pull it out and around the black balloon, tie a basic knot. One last spoke. Okay, so that's one of your tires there. It's got 6 spokes on it. Let's do the next tire. We're going to do it exactly the same way. The only difference is we have this scrap, that's 2 scraps tied together. And that's the one that you want to go from the red pinch twist to the black pinch twist with. So we'll start with that one. Just take the tail in, wrap it into the 2 pinch twists. And then just wrap the very tail part into, wrap the nozzle into the 2 black pinch twists. Okay, so now I'm just going to systematically do the same thing, but I'm going to talk about the movie while I do it. Alright, if you actually look at the clip in the movie, and you look at the bike, it uses way more balloons than this. Like, if you look at it, it really looks as though someone has given the balloon artist the instructions to use as many balloons as possible. So in the movie, they use 2 balloons for the tires, even though, I mean, it's not that big. It's not so big that, the bike itself is not so big that it has to have 2 balloons for the tires. There's 2 balloons tied together, or at least a knot tied together in the middle of each of the white spokes. They definitely use more red balloons than they need to, because every single one of the junctions does not have a pinch twist, but instead has the bottom of the balloon, the tail of the balloon, with like, you know, with like 5 to 6 fingers of tail just hanging off of it. And they probably told the balloon artist that because in the movie, remember the little kid comes up to Vince Vaughn's character and he's like, I want a bicycle. And Vince Vaughn's character says, well, a bicycle balloon, that can take a lot of balloons. So why don't we do something else, like a giraffe? So I think that's why they specifically had whoever created that balloon bike do it with, go completely overboard with how many balloons they use. But I tried to create it with that many balloons, and it was just, all you have to do is double up. So you would do 1, 2, let's see, how many tails? I had like 3 tails here, 3 tails here, 3 tails there. So you'd want to do like 1 balloon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you use 7 red balloons, and then you did like, I think it actually has 7 spokes. Yeah, so you would times 2. So you would do 28 white balloons, and then you would do 2 black, 2, 4, 5, 6. So if you use 6 black balloons and like 29 or 30 white balloons and 7 red balloons, then you can really make it almost exactly like the Wedding Crashers movie. All right, 1 more spoke in here. To do is just rotate any of these red balloons to get the exact shape that you want. Rotate your white balloons to get them sitting in the right spot so you can make your adjustments to your bike. And then you give it to the little brat, right? Because in the movie, of course, you know, Anyways, you can go watch the dang clip, but I had to do the bicycle because I don't know if this happens to any other balloon artist, but okay, I do. It happens to me pretty frequently that an adult walks up and goes, "Hey, I want a bicycle," or "Make me a bicycle, make me a bike." And the way that I handle it, of course, is I laugh because I think it's hilarious. I think that movie's funny. Sure, it's got a lot of stupid parts, but that's to be expected for that kind of comedy. You know, it's not supposed to be some kind of brilliant... Anyways, I just think it's funny that there's another adult that I can laugh about a shared enjoyed experience with. So they're like, "Make me a bicycle," and I just say the line right back to them. I go, "Make me a bicycle, clown," like in a rude way. "Shut up and make me a bicycle, funny man." I like to say that, "Shut up and make me a bicycle, clown," which isn't really exactly the line, but I like to say that one back to them, and they love it. And then we just laugh, and I've never actually made anyone a bicycle. They never insist. They don't care. They just want to talk about the movie with you because they just thought of that, and then you can be like, "Yeah," and then you laugh, and you're done. That's all it is. So you don't actually have to make this, but if for some reason you wanted to, then you could say the same line that Vince Vaughn does. "All right, I'm going to make you a bicycle, but I don't want to." Of course, he gets interrupted when he's saying, "But I don't want to," and the kid goes, "Whatever, shut up and make me a bicycle, funny man." And that is how you make the bicycle from the movie The Wedding Crashers. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, or you can leave me comments or feedback below. I do read all the comments and feedback. I just typically don't get around to responding. And you can check me out on Facebook, Instagram, or my website, Balloon Animals Palm Beach.